Max Verstappen isn't just a Formula One champion, he's a thrill seeker, both on and off the track. When he's not dominating the circuits, Max spends his time diving into adventure sports that fuel his competitive spirit and push his limits. Today, we explore how adventure sports have gone from a hobby to a lifestyle for Max Verstappen, and how they make him a better driver. Max Verstappen's need for speed isn't confined to the racetrack. From the early days of his career, Max has always sought adrenaline in every aspect of his life. Whether it's slicing through fresh powder on a ski slope or racing through winding mountain trails on his bike, these activities fuel his insatiable drive to push limits. These clips don't just highlight his adventurous side, they also reflect the discipline and mental fortitude he brings to every challenge, both on and off the track. Growing up in a motorsport-centric household, Max was immersed in high-stakes competition from a young age. His father, Jos Verstappen, a former F1 driver, instilled in him the importance of precision, control, and adaptability. It wasn't just karting that honed these skills. Max's exposure to extreme outdoor activities like skiing trips in the French Alps with his family played a key role in shaping his fearless mindset. Jos believed these activities would sharpen Max's coordination and teach him how to handle unpredictable situations like icy slopes or adverse weather conditions. Max's early fascination with skiing also mirrors his love for racing, the need to balance speed with control, to make split-second decisions, and to navigate difficult terrain parallels the challenges of driving an F1 car at high speeds. Even as a child, Max was known for embracing these risks, always seeking the fastest line down the slopes or the quickest way to outpace his opponents in karting. Skiing in particular became a staple of his off-season routine. Carving through snow-covered slopes gave him the adrenaline rush he craved, one that closely mirrors the precision and focus required on an F1 track. Adventure sports aren't just hobbies for Max, they're an essential part of his lifestyle. From mountain biking in rugged terrain to paddleboarding on serene lakes, Max thrives in environments where he can test his limits. These activities not only keep him physically fit, but also mentally sharp. As Max transitioned into Formula One, adventure sports became an integral part of his routine. Mountain biking, for example, is not just a recreational activity, it's a carefully chosen form of cross-training. Tackling steep trails and unpredictable paths simulates the demands of high-speed racing, where every second counts, and precision is everything. Max's love for paddleboarding and water sports adds another dimension to his lifestyle. Paddleboarding may appear serene, but for Max, it's about building core strength, improving balance, and finding a sense of calm. In interviews, Max has credited these activities with improving his overall fitness and ability to recover from the physical toll of racing. During his off-season in 2022, Max was often seen cycling through the mountains of Monaco, pushing himself on steep climbs and enjoying the breathtaking views. For Max, it's not just about the physical benefits, it's about pushing his limits in all areas of life, proving to himself that there's no challenge he can't conquer. In an interview, Max explained how cycling helps him build endurance and recover faster after grueling races. Mountain biking, in particular, challenges his reflexes and balance, skills that are directly transferable to racing at high speeds. It's not just about fun, it's about finding ways to stay competitive in every aspect of his life. For Max, adventure sports aren't just about pushing boundaries, they're also a way to recharge. The intense pressure of being a Formula One driver requires moments of escape, and adventure sports provide the perfect outlet. The mental demands of Formula One racing are staggering. Drivers must maintain focus for up to 2 hours at speeds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour, all while managing tyre wear, strategy calls, and intense competition. For Max, adventure sports offer the perfect mental escape. Whether it's the rhythmic motion of paddleboarding or the solitude of hiking through alpine trails, these activities give him a chance to reset his mind. In interviews, Max has described how these moments in nature help him reconnect with himself. He often mentions that the quiet of the mountains or the stillness of a lake contrasts sharply with the chaos of race weekends. This balance is key to his ability to perform under pressure, allowing him to approach each race with a clear head and renewed focus. During the pandemic-affected 2020 season, Max was frequently seen enjoying outdoor activities in Monaco. With the F1 calendar condensed into intense back-to-back races, these brief escapes became more important than ever. Max's ability to balance intense competition with moments of tranquility is part of what makes him such a formidable competitor. Even during the off-season, Max is known for his ability to balance training with adventure. This mix keeps him sharp, both mentally and physically, while also helping him stay connected to the simple joys of life. As a Red Bull racing driver, Max's passion for adventure aligns perfectly with the brand's spirit. Red Bull, known for its association with extreme sports, has given Max opportunities to explore activities like skydiving and snowboarding alongside other top athletes. This shared love for pushing limits is one of the reasons Max feels at home with Red Bull Racing. It's not just about being on the track, it's about living life at full throttle. Red Bull's ethos of giving wings to athletes perfectly aligns with Max's adventurous lifestyle. The brand's involvement in extreme sports, from cliff diving to snowboarding, has provided Max with unique opportunities to expand his horizons. In 2021, he participated in a Red Bull-sponsored snowboarding event, sharing the slopes with some of the world's top athletes. Max has also expressed admiration for other Red Bull athletes, such as Travis Pastrana and Lindsey Vonn, who share his fearless approach to pushing boundaries. This shared mindset fosters a deep connection between Max and the brand, making him more than just a driver for Red Bull Racing. He's a true ambassador for their philosophy of living life on the edge. One notable example is Max's participation in Red Bull's skydiving experience in Dubai, where he embraced the thrill of free-falling from thousands of feet in the air. These moments highlight Max's willingness to embrace challenges, whether it's on a racetrack or in the great outdoors. From the slopes of the Alps to the winding roads of Formula One, Max Verstappen's love for adventure is more than a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It's a driving force behind his relentless pursuit of excellence on and off the track. So the next time you see Max dominating on race day, remember, behind every lap is a life lived on the edge. Max Verstappen's love for adventure isn't just a hobby, it's the fuel for his relentless drive. From conquering the slopes to conquering the grid, Max lives every moment with passion, intensity, and a thirst for greatness. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more exclusive insights and incredible stories from the world of Max Verstappen and Formula One. Hit that subscribe button and join us for more Beyond Verstappen.